Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. As family and friends looked on, Swift Current's new city council was officially sworn in on Monday. The second annual Gala of Hope was a sold-out event at the Sky Center, a gala night of fundraising through silent and live auctions, all in support of the Swift Current branch of the United Way. The Art Gallery of Swift Current showcases a variety of rotating exhibitions throughout the year, and the latest showcases the family farm. Thanks for joining us here today. With a new lineup for Swift Current City Council officially sworn in, they're all ready to get to work. As family and friends looked on, Swift Current's new city council was officially sworn in on Monday. One by one, each of the councilors read their oath of office and signed the documentation, with His Honor Judge Carl Vazen presiding over the ceremony. And Swift Current's new mayor, Dennis Perreault, was presented the chain of office by outgoing Mayor Jared Schaefer. Now, with all the formalities looked after, members of Swift Current City Council are ready for the work ahead.
Well, you know, it was just as meaningful this time as it was 4 years ago. It's a solemn obligation, and it's a big responsibility, which I take very, very seriously. So I'm looking forward to the next 4 years, and really will be doing my best to serve the citizens of Swift Current.
While new councilors like Bruce Stagg appreciate the municipal governance training all on council have undertaken in previous days.
Yes, we did have a 2-day training session. It's with George Cuff. He's an expert on governance policy, or policy governance, I'm sorry, and so it was kind of refreshing to hear that again. You know, it's a great privilege to be serving the city and the citizens of this great city going forward in the next 4 years.
And for Mayor Dennis Perreault, he's already moving forward on several of his campaign promises, from regular office hours at City Hall to the upcoming budget.
Specifically, so that we could have our budget done by the end of the year, so that we, you know, when you start January 1, you know what you're spending, you know where you're at. In the past, and all municipalities have done this, your budgets are approved like almost in March, and we're striving, and it's not easy, and it's a big task for administration. But we're actually going to be doing our budget earlier this year than we ever have. It's December 8th and 9th, so council's booked already. It's on a Thursday and a Friday. It will be all day, both days, and a lot of material for the new councilors for sure, but for all of us to get through. So we've got to get started on it. That's less than a month from now.
The next scheduled Swift Current City Council meeting is on November 21st. All meetings are open to the general public and start at 6:30 in council chambers. The Gala of Hope was another success in Swift Current, raising $100,000 for the local United Way. The second annual Gala of Hope was a sold-out event at the Sky Center. The black tie event was an evening out on the town as guests posed for a photo for the masquerade-themed evening. A gala night of fundraising through silent and live auctions, all in support of the Swift Current branch of the United Way.
Right now it's 90% of our annual revenue brings in for the nonprofits and the community programs is this night. So it's a major event for us. This is something that we depend greatly on to make sure that we're able to, donate and give money back to the community programs within Swift Current, Southwest Saskatchewan.
The evening also included a tribute to the 11 member agencies, who each count on the United Way support for their particular programming in the community.
United Way support is critical to the CNIB. We support about 100 individuals in this community, and so in order for us to come out and provide community-based support for individuals who are blind and partially sighted, we rely on the support of the United Ways around the province and here in Swift Current.
It's really important because most of us don't get the entire funding that we need to be able to operate from whatever source we have, and so the United Way is definitely helpful for all of that, for us to be able to manage our finances.
The resources are huge. As they come here to the Swift Current branch, all the resources are used locally to support our programs and services, and we're so grateful for the United Way for creating these opportunities for us to be recognized and encouraged and further funded, I guess, to support community.
And thanks to the support of generous donors, the United Way's Gala of Hope reached its goal of $100,000. The Swift Current United Way has been assisting individuals in need in our community since 1967.
I don't even know what to say. It's amazing, and I'm so grateful for all the people that came out to support me.
A new multimedia exhibition is underway at the Art Gallery of Swift Current, this time focusing on prairie culture. The Art Gallery of Swift Current showcases a variety of rotating exhibitions throughout the year, and the latest showcases the family farm. A Prairie Gothic, Let Our Fields Be Broader, But Our Nights So Much Darker, is the latest installation by Heather Benning. Benning grew up in Humboldt, received her degree at the Nova Scotia College of Arts and Design, and now calls Spalding, Saskatchewan home. She says her rural Saskatchewan roots and family memories were the inspiration for this unique multimedia exhibition.
I'm from a farming background, so I think there's a lot of elements of farming in it. It's very much a sort of prairie culture or prairie life is what's being, I think, displayed in this work. It was referencing a lot of Gothic architecture and an early Christian sculpture in some of the work as well.
An exhibition which is layered with several interpretations of the family farm through the generations, to the many changes families are seeing today.
And it's also, I mean, in some of the works I'm trying to sort of elevate the notion of a working person as well. That's more in the sarcophagi, by having farmers or a farming couple elevated to that of knights or kings and queens. With work hard, be nice, I'm talking more about sort of school children and gender roles between young girls and young boys, around the ages of 12 or so. And then with the altar, it's based off of a family history piece that was told to me by a friend of mine in rural Saskatchewan.
Another unique aspect to the exhibition is the film Dollhouse, which took on a life of its own for Benning, spanning over 7 years.
Basically, I took an abandoned farmhouse and turned it into a life-size dollhouse. So I restored the interior to the date of abandonment, and then covered the exterior, removed the exterior north wall, and then removed it and then covered it in plexiglass. And then after it was covered in plexiglass, it stood like that for about 7 years. And just in the open prairies, it was near Sinclair, Manitoba. I always had the plan that the house would only exist for a certain period of time, and once too much wear and tear showed on the building, that we would dismantle it before it became unsafe. In March 2013, we decided to burn the house down.
A Prairie Gothic, Let Our Fields Be Broader, But Our Nights So Much Darker, as previously shown in Moose Jaw. And after the Swift Current exhibition, we'll then move on to Prince Albert and Ontario in 2017. The Art Gallery of Swift Current will present a roundtable session with artist Heather Benning on November the 23rd, giving you the opportunity to meet the artist one-on-one and discuss her exhibition in more detail. More information on the evening and the overall exhibition can be found online.
I'm really enjoying it here. I always did like Swift Current. This is kiting paradise.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.